Hey guys, welcome back here to Intuitive Angling, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel and hanging with me for a little bit. And we are going to dive into the conversation of AI again today. Guys, I saw something last night, an AI video that made me realize exactly what's going on here and why AI is going to destroy everything it touches, including bass fishing. So I want to get into that in today's video and get your guys' opinion on that. Also, guys, quickly, just like to invite everybody, if you haven't had a chance, to please consider hitting that subscribe button here at Intuitive Angling. Man, if you subscribe to the channel, sign up to be a channel member by hitting that join button on the homepage. Join as a Patreon member. You're really helping the channel out a lot, and big thank you from me and my family for everybody that's been doing that. Okay, guys, one of my favorite things to do is, like, after we get the kids down to bed and everything at night, I'll have like an hour to watch TV before bed. And one of the things I like to watch a lot of history stuff, like with World War II history and some of the history of like the ancient Native American Indians and pioneers and that type of stuff. And I started watching a few different shows out there. It was like how the Native Americans survived in a brutal winter, or what the Pilgrims ate, or just stuff like that. And there was a bunch of channels that had all this information on this past history like that. And I started sifting through them the last couple nights, and guys, they're all AI generated. There's nothing, the entire show, like for an hour show, is nothing but AI bullshit, artificial intelligence creation, explaining all the stuff that I'm talking about. And at first, when I saw the title, it's like, man, I'm really interested in that. I want to check it out. But guys, after I started watching just a couple minutes of it, and I started seeing all this AI generated, it looked real. I mean, it's like a very real depiction of probably what it was like. But I realized that I was not being satisfied by the show, and I turned it off because it was not real. It's like there was no human connection whatsoever to that video to me, so it lost my interest immediately. And I'm not tuning in again. I will refuse to watch any type of a documentary or show that is created with AI because it's hollow. There's nothing to it. It's just all fluff. It's like, it's a perfect example of the problems that we're having with AI just on that one, a part of it here. And it goes over like into bass fishing. And one of the things that you're going to start noticing, guys, anytime now, we've already seen it, is this influx of AI generated bass fishing content. And what they do, and what they're doing, and all these goobers out there that are coming up with these AI channels on bass fishing, is they're surfing the channel for information, like legitimate, real, authentic content, like myself, Johnny Schultz, Matt Steffen, Brian Latimer, a bunch of authentic YouTube creators, and they're making these AI videos, by basically sniping our information off of it. This is what you're going to see in bass fishing. So the problem that you're going to have is channels like mine, like authentic channels. You're going to start having, say, for example, you want to know how to, throw a square bill crankbait. You're going to, Google that square bill crankbait. It's, YouTube's going to refer you to some AI video, that you can tell is fake. But if the technology's getting better a lot of times, where sometimes you can't tell it's fake unless you got a trained eye, and that's going to be the content that you watch. It's going to be fake content on bass fishing, just like it's fake content on this, all the history stuff I've been watching. I don't want any part of it, guys. There's not a damn thing that AI is bringing positive into our existence. It's completely unregulated. There's no guardrails on it. It's undermining everything in our society right now. It's muddying the waters where people don't know what's real or what's not. Any facet of life, business, politics, social life, cultural, whatever, there's so much of this AI crap going around that it undermines what reality is. We don't know what is reality. And if somebody puts up a video that is actually real and somebody else doesn't like that video, they say, well, that's AI generated content. Nobody knows what the hell's going to go on with it. And it's just going to get more advanced and more better because, again, there's no guardrails on it, simply because the people, the billionaires, the billionaire class, which are now oligarchs in this country, that run the whole tech world, all the California tech bros, billionaires out there, they influence so much of our society through, politics and through the money that they have, and they're making a freaking killing on this AI technology. So it's not going to stop, and they're not going to let guardrails be put on it because it's just more money for them to be made. And what happens when all this stuff gets going on? What happens when there's some type of a glitch in the system and there's some type of a catastrophic, satellite war, satellite power outage, nuclear codes get compromised, our power grid, the internet, anything like that. There's the advancement in this technology there's nothing good that's going to come out of it. And it's advancing at a rate that I have never seen in my life. And I've always said, guys, that the more technologically advanced that society gets, like we're getting right now, the less happy the people are about it. It's like, I see this just on a microcosm level. It's like, I was around a lot of the Amish community when I lived up north of Jasper, Missouri up there. There's a big Amish community, and they did a lot of construction work. So I had a chance to be around them, when they were building some projects for me. And they live basically like people did 200 years ago in this country, with no technology whatsoever. There's no modern conveniences. It's a very basic, simple life. And they're some of the most happy people I've ever met before. And the more people advance in technology, and the more people, that get disconnected from the natural world, the least happier they are. That's why in poll after poll after poll, the people in the United States rank among some of the most unhappy people on this whole planet. And that's because of the technological advancements we have. All of the countries that identify and they classify themselves as being happy about life in general are some of the most, lowest tech countries that there are out there. So when you're talking about just having a good life and leading a good life and being happy with life, it ain't through technology and money or AI. And I'm just sick of it, guys. In our own little world here, we have control over it. And I swear, I said, if tournament organizations, when this advancing AI technology starts to take over bass fishing, which it's going to, if the tournament organizations do not put some brakes on this, they are going to be looked upon as the biggest villains in the history of the sport for destroying the sport, for allowing technology to run the sport. They're already doing it right now with the forward-facing sonar and all that type of technology. It's not a stretch to think that if some company has some type of an AI system that people can incorporate to catch more fish or learn more about fish, and they start subsidizing the tournament organizations and sponsoring them, it's not a stretch to see how they're going to get sucked into it, because it all goes back to the same thing I say in almost every video. Money corrupts everything, and you can follow it, guys. You look at any corrupt businessman, you look at any corrupt politician out there, you look at any corruption, and you just follow the money, man. You follow the money trail. Who's getting their palms greased? I see it here in the local government here in Springfield, Missouri. It's freaking disgusting. And a lot of it just goes hand in hand with this technological advancements and the money that is to be made in there for the few. It's not to be made for the many. The only thing this AI is going to do for people like you and I, guys, is going to take our jobs. All you guys out there that have businesses, that have a job to go to, AI is going to take your job. I don't care if you're a plumber or an electrician. AI advanced robotics is eventually going to take your plumbing job. It's going to take a YouTuber job. It's going to take everybody's job out there. Then what do we have left? So I always say, guys, resist technology at any turn. Try to undermine it if you can, because it's going to end up to be nothing but bad for us in the long run. So anyway, guys, I'm going to pick my little buddy up here at the school. Hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll talk later.